Hello, hello, my dear angling friends. Your favorite fishing expert is here, ready to dive deep into what promises to be a fascinating day on the water. We're talking about the 21st of November 2025 across our beloved United Kingdom. Today, we're going to unravel the mysteries of the cold, crisp autumn air and tell you exactly where to find those hungry fish before winter truly sets in. This isn't just about good or bad fishing. It's about understanding why and giving you the practical tips to turn a challenging day into a triumph. Get ready for some serious insights because this day holds a mix of conditions that will reward the prepared angler, pushing fish into specific holding patterns where a tactical approach will make all the difference. Let's talk tactics for a few of our favorite fighters. First up, the mighty pike. My friends, November is absolutely prime time for these freshwater apex predators as they really start to pack on the weight for winter. With water temperatures plummeting, pike will be active, but they'll be looking for easy meals to conserve energy. You'll want to focus on deeper margins, especially where you find sharp drop-offs, submerged snags, or the thinning remnants of weed beds, river bends, deep pools, and the edges of deeper channels in larger lakes are absolute hotspots where they'll ambush bait fish moving to more stable, deeper water. For tackle, a medium to heavy spinning or bait casting setup is your best bet. Think medium to large lures like jerkbaits or spinnerbaits worked at a moderate, erratic pace. If dead baiting is more your style, a sea dead bait like mackerel or sardine, or even a freshwater roach ledgered near those drop-offs will be irresistible. Don't be shy with bait size, these fish are looking for a hearty meal. Next, let's turn our attention to the feisty perch. These striped warriors are usually quite active in November, and they absolutely love chasing lures. With water temperatures trending downwards, perch will be on the hunt for easy meals before the deep cold truly sets in. You'll find them starting to show up in deeper sections of larger lakes and slow-moving rivers. Look for them around features like submerged structures, old sunken trees, bridge pillars, or even deeper marginal reed beds, as these spots offer both shelter and ambush points for baitfish. The key to perch fishing this week will be finesse. They won't chase far, so small lures like jigs or soft plastics, perhaps 2 to 4 inches long, worked slowly and methodically right near the bottom can be incredibly effective. Natural colors like green pumpkin or silver to imitate a small roach are your best bet. And don't forget natural baits. A worm presented on a light float rig or a tiny ledger will often entice a bite from a big perch. Now for my coarse fishing comrades targeting chub and roach. These species will be shoaling tightly and seeking deeper, warmer, more consistent areas of lakes and canals. Chub, in particular, will feed all winter long. Focus on depths of 6 to 10 feet, especially if there's a gentle current or a far bank feature. Feeder fishing will be your go-to tactic here. Use a small open-end feeder packed with a dark, rich ground bait, and present small baits like maggots, casters, or tiny pieces of bread punch on a fine hook. Precision casting and regular, light feeding are crucial to build up a swim and keep those fish interested. Patience will be your secret weapon, my friends. All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty of the conditions for Friday, the 21st of November. Weather-wise, we're looking at a day that signals the deepening of autumn. Across much of the UK, especially in England, temperatures will hover around 41 degrees Fahrenheit during the day, dropping to 33 degrees Fahrenheit at night. In regions like Dumfries and Galloway, it will be colder, ranging between 28 and 30 degrees Fahrenheit, with a 10% chance of snow during the day and 45% at night, alongside light rain. London might see slightly milder highs up to 51 degrees Fahrenheit, with some rain. Atmospheric pressure looks to be generally unsettled, which can make fish a bit finicky and lead to a more capricious bite. We can expect increasing windy conditions, particularly along coastal areas, with average wind speeds around 12 miles per hour, making it feel even chillier. This mix of cold, damp air and fluctuating pressure means fish will be seeking stable, comfortable conditions. Speaking of comfort, let's talk water temperature. Inland freshwater bodies across the UK will likely be cold, hovering around 43 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit, and they'll continue to cool as the month progresses. Coastal sea temperatures, for example, around freshwater will average around 57 degrees Fahrenheit mid-month, reaching about 55 degrees Fahrenheit in the last 10 days of November. This cooling trend is absolutely crucial, my friends. As cold-blooded creatures, fish metabolism slows significantly with falling temperatures, prompting them to seek out slightly warmer, deeper areas where the temperature is more stable. This is your cue. Find the deeper water, find the fish. And what about the moon phase on the 21st of November 2025? We will be under a waxing crescent moon. It's just 1 to 2 days old in its lunar cycle, with a very low illumination of around 1 to 2%. Now, you know the old angler's tales. Some believe a very new waxing crescent can lead to more neutral or slightly slower fishing, as much of the major feeding activity might have occurred during the brighter nights around the new moon. However, from my experience, immediate weather changes often influence fish much more than the moon phase alone. So don't let the moon put you off, focus on those weather patterns. Overall fish activity for this late autumn period sees many summer species gone or much less active, while our winter residents and active predators truly come to the fore. Predators like pike and perch are in their prime feeding periods, showing good activity, especially if you present your bait slowly and in the right spots. Coarse fish like roach, chub, and bream will be shoaling tightly and seeking deeper, warmer water, but will still be actively feeding if you can entice them. Considering all these factors, the cold, mixed precipitation, cooling water, and the fish's drive to feed before winter truly sets in, my overall assessment for fishing on the 21st of November is a mud capricious to good wall bite for predators like pike and perch, and slow but possible for coarse fish. The cooling water and unsettled weather mean fish will be active in bursts but potentially finicky. Patience, careful bait presentation, and adapting to the specific conditions of your chosen venue will be your greatest assets. Look for those brief windows of increased activity, especially during lulls in the rain or slight pressure changes. So there you have it, my fellow anglers. Wrap up warm, be strategic, and you could have some incredible fishing. I wish you nothing but the best of luck out there, tight lines, and of course, absolutely no tails or scales. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know in the comments. What are your plans for fishing this late autumn, and what's your go-to bait when the temperatures start to drop? Share your wisdom with our community